Hi all, today I'm going to explain how to define a VPC or subnets using AWS CloudFormation template. So if you want to write a AWS template CloudFormation template, you have to save the file using the YAML language. So for that, I'm going to save this file as .yaml extension. So here I'm going to testing .yaml extension. This is the extension you have to give. Okay, after that we have to know what are the sections we have to define in the AWS Cloud Formation template. For that, I'm going to give a reference document. In the Google, you have to search AWS Cloud Formation template anatomy. This will give you the what section you have to define in your Cloud Formation template. Okay, so here I'm going to use the YAML language to define AWS CloudFormation template. So hence I'm going to select the YAML language over here. So if you want, you can select the JS one as well. But I'm using YAML language reference. So this is the section here. You can check what section you have to define in your AWS CloudFormation template. Just copy this one and put it in your template. So here no need to define all these sections as well. So there are main template sections are AWS template version and resources are the main one, and the remaining things we can discuss in the later videos. For this video, I'm going to define description and resources. In the later videos, you can define discuss the remaining sections. So first, I'm going to define the AWS template format version. So this is the only one value you have to keep it in mind. So this is the version AWS CloudFormation referred to. So you have to keep it in your mind. Okay. After that, a description I'm defining. So here I'm going to give any description to refer this template. So here you can give any text as per your template, VPC and subnet using AWS CloudFormation. I'm giving the description to refer this the AWS template. After that, I'm going to define the resources. Resource is nothing but any AWS service you can define in your in resources as section. That means if you want to define a VPC, that is a call AWS service, and that we have to define in your resource section. Suppose if you want to define a subnet, that also one of the resource you can define in the resource section. Okay, first let me define the VPC first. So how do you define the VPC? In AWS CloudFormation, first we have to name the resources. So my activity VPC, I'm giving the VPC name I'm giving. After that, I don't know how to define. So for that, we have to go through AWS CloudFormation reference. Okay. In the Google, you have to select a reference for the AWS CloudFormation. So it will direct you the AWS CloudFormation template reference and some other things. In the left pane, you can see template reference and you can see somewhere resources and property reference. Just click on that. And once you scroll down, and somewhere you can see AWS CC2 reference. So this is the reference. You have to click on that. Amazon EC2. You have to just click on and refer this reference. Okay. And in our template, we are defining the AWS VPC, right? So that the reason you have to select search for the VPC. Somewhere you can find VPC reference. Just click on that. So here you can give you the properties of this VPC document reference and the syntax and return values for this VPC as well. For that we have to select YAML language preferences here. So somewhere you can see the syntax of this one. The type of this resource is VPC. That's why Amazon EC2 VPC. The second statement VPC properties. What are the properties is required? CIDR block is required. This value will be string value and enable DNS host names. Boolean, you can type true or false values over here. DNS support, Boolean value, that is true or false. Intense tenancy, you can put string value. These are the properties of this VPC resource. So here I'm going to see the example how to define this one. So this is the name of VPC resource and type. Just copy this first line and put it in your VPC document. After that, you can define the properties. So here it is going to define the CIDR block. So just copy and put it in your template and enable DNS host names. Okay, I wanted to give true. I wanted to copy these two lines and I'm going to put it in my template. So indentation is compulsory. That's why I have to keep it in the proper order. S- So after that, let me proper order. So properties, after that I'm going to define the tags for this resource. Okay, just press tab, that will give you the correct indentation. Okay, tags for this one. Tags is in a key pair value combination. For that we have to first define the key value of this one. So you can put any name, value and value for this tag. I'm going to create any name for this value. I'm going to create my VPC. Okay, this is how you are going to define the VPC. After that, I'm going to refer the subnet. So first I'm going to create my activity subnet. So go to the AWS CloudFormation reference and select for the subnet resource. So just go through this reference document and somewhere you can see the subnet. Where it is, this is the subnet reference document. Just click on that, it will redirect you to the another page. Yes, so here it is going to show the reference for the subnet resources. Okay, here I'm going to use the YAML language reference. I'm using YAML language. So if you go through this syntax, how to define syntax for this one. This is the type of resources subnet and properties for the subnet is these are the subnets. Okay, no need to define any all these properties. So what are the main properties you can define in your template. So keep it in remember. You can go through this example. This will give you what are the important properties. So for that we have to select the subnet, type of subnet. Okay, what is the resource? So I'm going to define here is subnet. That's the reason I'm select the type of is subnet. After that you can define the properties for this subnets. Okay, just enter. It will give you the correct indentation. After that the other properties for this one. So in the VPC we have to use this one. Okay. VPC ID because when we are going to create any subnet we have to define the VPC, okay, where you are going to create this subnet. So here I'm going to use my VPC, my activity VPC. This is my resource of VPC and I'm going to using reference. So here I'm going to refer the my VPC, my activity VPC. So what is the reference function? Reference function is the intrinsic function that will allow you to assign the value to this parameter. This parameter. So here we define the VPC ID parameter. So when you define the reference function, this will allow you to assign the my activity VPC my activity VPC security ID into this VPC ID. Okay. This is the use of reference function. After that, so let me correct this one activity. Okay. After that, which property I have to define? This is the CIDR block is the main one to define subnet as well. So after that, I'm copying this CIDR block and I'm defining the CIDR property as well here. So after that, the other important availability zone, you can define availability zone as well. It's not a mandatory, but here I'm going to define this one. Availability zone means suppose if you log in into this AWS environment, select the region, it will give you the availability zone. Okay. Under Ireland, I'm going to select EU West 1. EU West 1 because I'm defining in Ireland. Okay. Suppose if you want to define in Virginia, you have to select US East 1. Here I am taking the region as Europe Ireland. That's why EU West 1. So this is the availability zone you have to define. After that, go to the reference document. These are the tags we have to define. Okay. Now I'm going to tags. I'm going to give the tags for this resource. Name of the resource and value for this sub subnet resource. You can give any tag value for this one, my subnet. Okay. This is how you are going to define the subnets. Let me log in into the AWS. So I already logged into my AWS account. After that, you have to search for the CloudFormation services. Here you can click on this CloudFormation service. It will let you know the CloudFormation. So here you can click on create stack option. Once you click on create stack option, it will ask you to use which option you want to select. Template is ready because we already created my template, own template. That's why I selected template is ready. So here I'm going to upload a template option. After that, it allow you to choose where you save this template. Let me save this one. So here I created testing.yaml language. Okay, open it. So once you upload, this will save into S3 bucket in the particular region. So it will take care by this tag. Okay, after that, click on next. Now you have to give the stack name. I'm going to give any name, VPC stack. Now you can click on next and forget about these roles and everything other options. In the later video, we can discuss. Click on next again and submit. Now the template execution is initiated. The templates in the event section you can see. In the resources section, you can see what are the resources you have defined, what are the resources created. In the event section, it will give what are the how the template will go and execute. Okay, let me refresh this page. Now create completed. So go and see the resources. What are the resources you have defined in your template? What are the resources created over here, right? So when you see create complete means the successfully executed this stack template. So to check this one, just click on this VPC. So this VPC resource is created using AWS CloudFormation template. So details of this one VPC is like this, and when you click on this tags, you can see AWS CloudFormation stack ID and everything. This is the ARN value for this stack ID. So here you can find this the same value. Okay, this is the ARN stack ID. This is the stack ID will assign to your resource. This is the resource. Okay, name. What is the name of this one? When you define in the tags in the resource, these are the tags column will allow you to define the name of this tag value, name and my VPC. So this is the same as we define in different tags for the resource from the AWS CloudFormation template. logical ID. This is nothing but a VPC resource name defined in the, this is the my activity VPC resource name defined in the AWS CloudFormation. Okay. After that, CloudFormation stack name. This is the stack name where we define in the, while we are creating the stack, we given the stack name. Okay. This is how the tags will be assigned to this AWS CloudFormation resource. After that, you can click on the this VPC stack and go to resource and select with the subnet as well. This is the subnet created using AWS or CloudFormation. So in the tag section, just click on tags. You can see my activity subnet. So this was given while creating the template. My activity subnet. This is the resource name we are given under resources section, right? After that, you can go and select the name of subnet and key value pair. These two were given in the tags column. So this is how you are going to define any resource using AWS CloudFormation template. Thank you. Thank you for watching.